Jason here at Emergency Fleet. I'm playing around with all new cannons. I've hooked them up to the Feniex flasher to see how well they play with external flashers. I set both of the cannons mode 1 on steady burn red, mode 2 on steady burn blue. Right now I have all 4 outputs hooked up. Depending on what flash pattern the flasher's set on, I mean they work perfect. The response time is very good compared to the old cannons and the way the current fusions are. I just got off the phone with Callie Long over at Feniex. She's over the engineering department now. She verified that the firmware on the cannons and the new fusions that are getting ready to come out, the delay is going to be taken care of, so they all should play with external flashers with no problem. I'm going to go ahead and cycle the pattern a little bit faster so you can see it. Now if I keep going through the patterns, depending what pattern it's on, it looks kind of messed up because if mode 1 and 2 come on at the same time, it's going to override and it's not going to look right. But that's a pretty fast pattern. But as you can see, the lights are functioning with no issue. I'm going to pause it real quick and disconnect mode 1 on one light and mode 2 on the other, and try to find an even faster pattern just so you can see the response time. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cycle through some of the patterns now just to show you the faster patterns. As you can see, they come on instantly whenever the output lights up. Anyone not familiar with the old cannons and the fusions, there's a slight delay, a split-second delay whenever you apply power to it. That caused it to not function properly with external flashers, especially if it's on a faster pattern. If it was on a slow pattern, it did pretty good, but you're very limited to the amount of patterns you could do. Now, I'm going to show you a new update that the Feniex flasher has. I've been meaning to make a video about this also. I worked with the engineers to come up with a steady burn pattern that did not have a brake pop. So now you still have your brake pop pattern that turns on all 4 with a brake pop, but it also has a steady burn pattern also. I think I'm on it right now. Let me see. Yeah, so that's just a steady burn. I'm gonna go ahead and hook this wire back up real fast and cycle through it. Okay, now if I advance through the patterns, I've also got it to where it brake pops output 1 and 2, and then steady burns output 1 and 2, and then it'll brake pop 3 and 4, and then steady burn 3 and 4. That was the main part of the update that I worked with them on. Okay, that is a steady burn on outputs 1 and 2. Steady burn on output 3 and 4. Must have passed the... Actually, no, I don't believe there is a brake pop on just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But basically what the steady burn on outputs 1 and 2 does is it allows you to use cannons in your reverse lights or in your brake lights, and then it allows you to use a higher mode. So if you set your flash mode on mode 1 and have it on a flash pattern, and then set your white cannons, for example, that are in your reverse lights to mode or to outputs 1 and 2, you can hook your factory reverse wire into mode 3, set that on the steady burn 1 and 2. That way when you put the car in reverse, it steady burns output 1 and 2 and turns the white on your cannons. It allows you to, or it enables you to wire in reverse light override or brake light override without using relays or diodes. Pretty nice update. I'm sure there's a lot more uses for it than just that, but other than that, yeah, the new cannons play very good with external flasher. I'm anxious to see the fusions when they come out. It'll open up the door for a lot of possibilities, especially people using other products to sync all their lights together. And again, if y'all need to place any orders for anything, everything's online at myledsource.com.